Good Morning America. It's already 2025, halfway around the world. Here, we're just hours away. The New Year's Eve ball getting a final test drop before its big moment. The latest on the security preparations, the forecast for the world's biggest party, and how Ryan Seacrest is getting ready.
My most important thing is 10-0.
All the details ahead.
Also this morning, miracle survivor, one of the 2 crew members who survived the South Korea plane crash, now speaking out.
Honoring Jimmy Carter, the new details on how the country and his hometown will pay tribute to the late president. And Carter's grandson, Jason, joins us live. And the moment from the GMA vault when President Carter joined GMA Live for a very special surprise for an incredible little boy.
New twist in the so-called Gone Girl case. The convicted kidnapper back in court, accused of 2 additional home invasions in 2009. Prosecutors say DNA puts him at the crime scenes. What the Gone Girl victims are saying now.
One of the biggest shows ever to air, Squid Game, comes roaring back, brutal, bloody, and Juju Chang is with the creator and the actors who play 456 and 001.
And they did this on purpose.
There's a little lateral to Williams, and he's down the sideline, gone for a touchdown.
The trick play that helped the Lions take down the 49ers. And get out your espresso, our countdown to New Year's Eve.
What's your resolution in 2025?
Okay, our family motto, together we thrive in 2025.
Our resolutions for 2025.
Enjoy every day a little bit more.
Lara has a plan for all of us.
And I want to help rescue even more dogs. Not all for me, for you.
And George with a resolution everyone can get behind.
More gratitude, I like that.
Our hopes for the new year. As Ryan Seacrest, Rita Ora, and the New Year's Rockin' Eve team gets America ready for tonight. And I'm headed up to the ball, hoping to avoid this historic moment in the elevator a decade ago.
We're stuck in the elevator, everybody. We're supposed to be on Good Morning America, but we can't get there. So ring.
Ryan made it. Will I be as lucky?
Live in Times Square, this is Good Morning America.
Oh, and we made it here. Good morning, America. It is great to be here with everyone on the last day of 2024.
Can't believe it.
I really can't believe it. It is wild. Gio, Will, you got your resolutions ready?
I do have some resolutions. I also have places to be. I got to get up to the ball and back in just a few minutes. I'm bringing you all with me live. New fear unlocked, though. Not the biggest elevator fan. I don't really want to get stuck, but we'll see what happens.
It's a great way to end the year in an elevator, yeah.
You will have the best view in the house. Celebrations already taking place in New Zealand right now. That's what the new year looks like right now in Auckland, New Zealand. One of the first places in the world to celebrate. 2025 is on the way, and we are counting down all morning long. New Year's Rockin' Eve. That's the place to be tonight, right here on ABC, starting at 8 p.m. I know what I'm doing, guys.
Oh, yes, with Ryan Seacrest. We can't wait to be with him later tonight. But first, we're getting right to the weather for tonight. Greg Dutra from our Chicago station, WLS, is here. And Greg, is it really going to rain here in Times Square tonight?
It is, but you'll get to see a true professional at his craft with Ryan Seacrest at New Year's Rockin' Eve. He will be out here in the elements. We'll talk about that rainfall in a second. First, I do want to show you where it is right now, and it's out right there in Chicago, so you can see the live view. That's as you look towards Lakeshore Drive off the museum campus, and there are those rain showers. Watch the snow on the backside, too. But in New York City, Times Square at 7 p.m., that is when the rain will start. It'll go through dinner time. It'll go through party time, all the way to midnight tonight. And again, we will be out here in the elements live all evening. Temperatures in the upper 40s, wind chills only in the lower 40s. It's not the warmest, it's not the coldest, but it may be a pretty wet one here for us, too. And there could be a couple of flashes of lightning. Let's get on over back to you, Will.
All right, Greg. Nothing can rain on our party. It's going to be great. Thanks for the update there. We'll check in with you in a little bit. But now to New Year's security getting into place outside of our studio right here in Times Square ahead of tonight's ball drop. It's such a tradition. And Aaron Katersky has the latest from up at the New Year's ball. Aaron, hello.
Hello, Will. Good morning. And pretty soon, just hours from now, in fact, the world's attention will be on this gleaming sphere. And while a million people below are going to be looking up, the NYPD will be looking down at them. This morning, the streets around Times Square closing. Thousands of police officers are moving into position, and dump trucks filled with sand are blocking intersections. After the Christmas market vehicle ramming in Germany, fears associated with mass gatherings are high, but there is no specific threat to the New Year's Eve celebration.
A vehicle ramming incident is why we have the sand trucks, the blocker cars, and all of the other resources that we'll have. So we are very confident it's going to be a safe and enjoyable evening for all.
The security plan involves drones, dogs, and thousands of officers.
We have plainclothes teams, K-9 teams, and officers on horsebacks and helicopters and on boats. The full complement of our police personnel would be here.
There's a team dedicated to pickpockets and another to watching hotels. Spectators must go through checkpoints. Umbrellas, backpacks, and booze are off limits. Ultimately, though, the police can only do so much.
The public is our eyes and ears. So if you see something suspicious or if something doesn't look or feel right, tell a police officer or call 911 right away.
The NYPD says all the attention on this spot could mean New Year's Eve is exploited by people or groups with various grievances, but all the security should not distract from the revelry and the billions of colors and shapes and patterns that this ball can perform, meant to evoke the hope and possibility of a new year. Gio?
All right, it really is beautiful. All right, Aaron, thank you so much. We're going to turn now to the plane crash in South Korea that left 179 people dead. One of the two survivors is now sharing his experience as we get our first look at video of the suspected bird strike. Foreign correspondent Britt Clennett is in Muon, South Korea right now with more on this. Good morning, Britt.
Good morning, Gio. Yeah, both of those survivors were rescued from the tail section of the plane, which you can see behind me. Now, South Korea is carrying out 5 days of safety checks and inspections on all of the country's 101 Boeing 737-800s, while a team of U.S. investigators and representatives from Boeing are here to examine what caused this crash. Overnight, the NTSB and FAA on scene of the horrific Boeing 737-800 crash that killed 179 passengers and crew. Investigators are now looking at video of this moment that shows a flash and puff of smoke on one of the engines of Jeju Air Flight 2216 just minutes before the plane touched down. Experts believe this could be a bird strike and a possible contributing factor to the crash. 2 crew members who were in the back of the plane miraculously pulled out alive. One of the survivors, a 33-year-old flight attendant, is recovering in the ICU, telling doctors when he woke up he'd already been rescued. Devastated family members wailing and clutching each other as they gather at the crash site, looking out at the wreckage. Others still processing the loss. Kim Bok-wan had 3 family members on board, including his brother Dok-wan. He tells me, "My heart aches. Every time I speak, I feel like I'll burst into tears." Investigators are now sweeping through this area. They're combing through the wreckage. I can see twisted plane seats, in-flight magazines, safety cards, even bits of clothing. They're trying to look for any kind of forensic clue they can find. Investigators trying to determine what happened in the 4-minute span from the Mayday call at 8:59 a.m. local time, quickly making a 180-degree turn before its descent at 9:01 a.m. The plane skidding along the runway without its landing gear deployed before crashing at 9:03 a.m., exploding into a ball of fire after hitting a concrete structure at the end of the runway. Now, investigators will be looking at that concrete structure that the plane slammed into before it burst into flames. Why was it so close to the end of the runway? Rebecca?
Just desperately seeking those answers. Okay, Brett, thank you. We turn now to the preparations underway to celebrate the life of former President Jimmy Carter, who died this week at the age of 100. He'll be laid to rest in a state funeral next week. And our senior national correspondent, Steve Osunsami, has more in Atlanta. Good morning, Steve.
Good morning to you, Rebecca. The former president's remains will be moved on Saturday and will first pass by his childhood home and then head to Atlanta. First at the Georgia State House for a moment of silence, and then here, where I'm at this morning, to the Carter Center for a public visitation that will last for a few days where people will be able to pay their respects. Then his remains are off to Washington, D.C. for a public visitation at the U.S. Capitol. And then finally, next week, Thursday, the state funeral at the National Cathedral. President Joe Biden will deliver the eulogy. Afterwards, President Carter will head home to Georgia for a private ceremony where he will be buried at his home alongside his wife. It is a spot, Gio, that the two of them picked out before she died. Gio.
And we've been talking about that love story. It's beautiful to see that play out. Thank you so much, Steve, for your reporting here. And to politics now and the critical battle for House Speaker. President-elect Trump is backing Mike Johnson, but Republicans are divided ahead of the vote. Our chief White House correspondent, Mary Bruce, is right here in the studio with us with the latest on this. Good morning, Mary.
Good morning, Gio. Well, for weeks, House Speaker Mike Johnson has faced growing frustration from the far right of his party, raising real questions about whether he will be able to hold on to his job. But now this morning, Johnson is getting a big boost from Donald Trump. This morning, President-elect Donald Trump is giving House Speaker Mike Johnson a lifeline, backing him to keep his job, saying Mike has my complete and total endorsement. Trump adding Speaker Mike Johnson is a good, hard-working, religious man and urging Republicans to fall in line, warning, let's not blow this great opportunity which we have been given.
I'm really humbled and honored to have President Trump's endorsement for Speaker again. He and I work so well together, so closely together, and we have a lot of big things to do.
But Johnson isn't out of the woods yet. For weeks, the Speaker has faced outrage from the right wing of his party. Trump ally Steve Bannon blasting Johnson for working with Democrats to try to pass a spending bill.
Clearly, Johnson's not up to the task, and he's got to go, right? He's got to go.
Should Johnson be Speaker of the House?
President Trump, these are your people.
The vote on Johnson's fate, set for this Friday, will be close. He can likely lose the support of just one Republican and still keep his job. And this morning, several remain undecided. One, Congressman Thomas Massie of Kentucky, is making it clear he's a hard no matter what Trump says. For the incoming administration, the stakes are high. Without a speaker, Congress comes to a screeching halt, unable to even certify Trump's victory. So the big question now, will Trump's endorsement quiet this rebellion within his own party? What is clear, what comes next is a test not just for Johnson, but for Trump too, and his sway over the party. Will?
All right, Mary, thank you. The inauguration in just 21 days. Staying in Washington and to a major breach at the Treasury Department. Officials saying a China-sponsored hacker gained access to Treasury workstations and documents earlier this month. Our Elizabeth Schulze is in Washington with the latest. Elizabeth, good morning.
Hey, good morning. Well, and the Treasury Department is calling this a major breach of its systems by China state-sponsored hackers. In a new letter to Congress, the department says it learned earlier this month that hackers were able to infiltrate a third-party software provider, remotely log into Treasury employees' workstations, and gain access to unclassified documents. The Treasury says it's no longer using that software provider, and it's now working with the FBI to determine the extent of this breach. Just last week, though, the Biden administration sounded the alarm about the threat from Chinese hackers targeting critical U.S. infrastructure. In a massive cyber attack last month, a China-backed group called Salt Typhoon hacked into 9 telecommunications companies, including AT&T and Verizon, and got access to the cell phones and texts of high-level administration officials. It is not clear if that breach is related to this Treasury Department hack, but officials say the reality is that networks in both the public and private sectors need to strengthen their defenses. Rebecca?
That is the reality. All right, Elizabeth, thank you. We turn now to the rash of burglaries at the homes of top professional athletes. The FBI is now formally warning sports leagues that organized theft rings are targeting players. ABC's Trevor Alt is here with more. Good morning, Trevor.
Good morning, Rebecca. So any home burglary is brazen, but it is an entirely different level to target some of the most high-profile names in sports over the course of months, to the point the FBI is now stepping in to warn these athletes, even though they've been on alert, the thefts keep happening.
This morning, the FBI warning professional sports leagues that highly organized thieves are targeting athletes. It comes after Dallas Maverick Luka Doncic was the latest star to have his home burglarized. $30,000 worth of jewelry taken Friday while Doncic was out of town for a game. His representative telling ABC News no one was home at the time. Luka has filed a police report and the investigation is ongoing. The FBI says theft groups from South America have been going after athletes' homes due to the perception they may have high-end goods. They use public information and social media to identify a pattern for a potential victim and conduct surveillance, often knowing in advance where valuables are kept in the home. Several stars have been victimized since September. Kansas City Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce had his home broken into, more than $20,000 in cash stolen, and his teammate and quarterback Patrick Mahomes was also targeted.
It's frustrating. It's disappointing. But I can't get into too many of the details because the investigation is still ongoing.
And 3 weeks ago, thieves entered the home of Cincinnati Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow.
I feel like my privacy has been violated in more ways than one.
Leagues are now encouraging athletes to beef up their home security.
Cameras, motion sensors, glass breakage sensors, but it's all about the redundancy, because it boils down to, if your house is just too difficult to break into, they're typically going to move on.
And the leagues have warned players these thieves are highly sophisticated. They've sometimes conducted surveillance with drones or even posed as joggers to scope out the home, Gio.
That is really scary, Trevor. All right, thank you for that. Now to ringing in the new year with something no one wants, a nationwide rise in respiratory illnesses. Ike Ajachi is here with more on this. Hey, Ike.
Hey, good morning, Gio. A health alert this morning about respiratory illnesses on the rise across the country. Take a look. According to the CDC, cases of the cold, flu, COVID, and RSV are rising. The states in red are seeing high levels of activity, and dozens of states in orange are considered moderate activity. And all of this is happening just as millions are getting together for the holidays. Experts say these cases are expected to continue to rise in the coming weeks. So far, there have been at least 37,000 hospitalizations for the flu and 1,500 deaths. ER visits and hospitalizations are increasing due to RSV as well, particularly in young children. Now, your best defense against all of this? Vaccinations. Health experts say vaccines will give you the best protection against respiratory illnesses right now, and it's not too late to get one. The CDC says cold and flu vaccine rates are low right now, especially among kids and adults. But remember, experts say hygiene plays a big role in preventions as well. Guys?
All right, important stuff. As a parent, it's tough out there. We wish you well. But we're turning back to New Year's for a moment. And Will, you got some business to take care of.
I do. I'm going to head out of here right now. As a matter of fact, I am going to go up to the ball in Times Square. I'm bringing my phone to take pictures. Oh, Greg, thank you so much, you kind sir. I have my coat. I'm off to go up
He's on the move.
Massive ball, the most famous New Year's celebration in all the world.
It's not something we said, is it?
What?
That you're leaving us?
No, I'll be back.
All right.
I just want to get the view. I'll see you in a bit. Okay.
All right,
coming up.
Looking forward to that. We know he's a fit guy, so he's going to get there fast. We'll be timing him. Coming up here, the new twist in the so-called Gone Girl case. The man convicted of that crime back in court. Prosecutors saying that they've linked him to 2 earlier home invasions. We've got the details.
And Will's still making his way to the ball.
He is right there. And he's got an elevator ride and a lot of stairs in front of him while he makes his way up. Let's go back.
I don't know where I'm going.
Oh, he doesn't know where he's going.
Just make sure you go to the ball and not the cake shop outside.
Oh, that's funny. Well, let's hope Will found his way, because he is on the way there. All right.
Oh,
it looks like
good.
he's getting into some building right now. He got there fast.
He found the Waze app to get you to the ball. Well done, Will.
Hello, everybody. I have made it to the top of One Times Square, which is basically the center of the universe tonight, the biggest party in the world that starts right there with that Times Square ball. Wait till you guys see this view. It is unbelievable. That is all of Times Square. It's gonna be amazing tonight. We cannot wait to show you everything that we have in store, and it all starts with that ball right there. I gotta get rid of this selfie stick because I have a lot of things that I need to show you. It's gonna be great.
Showing us great stuff up there, Will, and it's great to see you, and we can't wait to see and hear more about the ball coming up. But first, we've got the top headlines that we're following right now. There will be 1 million people crowding Times Square at New Year's, and they'll be a little warmer than usual and a bit soggier too, with steady rain and chances for lightning and thunder, temperatures near 50 degrees. Greg Dutra has the nation's New Year's forecast coming up.
Rain or not, it's going to be beautiful.
It is.
And we've got an incident at LAX last week, caught on camera. A private jet with the Gonzaga University men's basketball team on board came close to crossing the runway while a Delta flight was taking off. An air traffic controller can be heard warning, stop, stop, stop. The FAA says that the jet stopped short of the runway's edge, but it is investigating. Also here, the FDA is testing aged raw cow's milk cheese for bird flu. Now, the agency will take 300 samples over the next few months to see if there is any bird flu present. Health officials have warned against drinking raw milk, which does not go through that pasteurization process to kill viruses and bacteria. So very serious thing. All right, we are going to turn now to the new charges for the so-called Gone Girl kidnapper, Matthew Mueller, back in court yesterday, accused of violent home invasions in 2009, which authorities say are very similar to the notorious 2015 kidnapping that he pleaded guilty to. Stephanie Ramos is here with more on this. Good morning, Steph.
Gio, good morning. In 2015, a couple was kidnapped, police say, by this man named Matthew Mueller. Authorities initially suspected the kidnapping as being a hoax perpetrated by the couple, but Mueller was later identified, arrested, and sent to jail. Now Mueller has been charged in a series of home invasion assaults first reported 15 years ago.
This morning, a new twist in the case of so-called Gone Girl kidnapper Matthew Mueller. He's the man who broke into a California couple's home in 2015, kidnapping and raping a woman, who police then wrongly accused of creating a hoax, labeling her the Gone Girl. Mueller, who was convicted and is in prison for that case, now charged in two separate home invasions from 2009, where women were attacked and drugged.
We arraigned the defendant, Matthew Mueller.
Police say Mueller broke into both women's homes in Northern California within weeks of each other. The cases had gone unsolved.
DNA technology has gotten significantly better since 2010, and so recently we've been able to find the defendant's DNA.
It was 2015 when Mueller broke into a home in Vallejo, where authorities say he drugged and tied up Denise Huskins and her then boyfriend Aaron Quinn. He kidnapped Huskins, holding her captive for 2 days.
When he opened the car door, I thought, like, this is it. Either I'm gonna hear a gunshot and that's it, or I'm gonna get pushed off a cliff.
Once she was freed, the couple was accused of a hoax, fueling suggestions it was like the book and movie Gone Girl.
Meticulously stage your crime scene.
I didn't do anything. Yeah, you did.
The couple, whose story turned into a Netflix documentary earlier this year, went on to get married. Now telling ABC News in a statement, "We are aware of the charges and working with law enforcement regarding additional cases as well."
Guys, investigators did initially identify Mueller as a possible suspect in one of those cases. However, detectives said they didn't have enough evidence at the time to charge him. Rebecca.
All right. Thank you, Stephanie. We turn now to the countdown to 2025. We're watching the clock. The anticipation is building. And Will Reeve, you're outside in Times Square. You climbed all those stairs. Glad you had your bone broth this morning. Show us what's in store up there.
Yeah, you got it. I'm feeling good up here. I got rid of the safety vest and the hard hat for a second. Hopefully, I don't have too much helmet hair, because I had to come see this up close. 12,000 pounds, 3,000 LED lights, all this stuff. I'm wondering if I yank on this switch, if we'll get the year started early. But I'll wait, because tonight, when the ball drops right here in the center of New York, in the center of the in Times Square, it's going to be the party year. All around the world, the sky is lighting up, ringing in 2025. Here in New York City, as the countdown to midnight begins.
Hold it. Are you talking about Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve? Yeah, that's what I said. Oh my God, we love that show!
Hundreds of thousands will be on hand and millions more tuning in to see the world-famous ball drop. And Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve with Ryan Seacrest is back again with co-host and musical artist Rita Ora.
We have got over 60 songs being performed. Coming back, Carrie Underwood, who's a new judge on American Idol. She's been here 3 times. The Jonas Brothers, they've been here many times.
The Jonas Brothers celebrating their 20 years together. Frigid temps or pouring rain be forgot. Seacrest says years with inclement weather make for great stories.
Are you not freezing?
I'm absolutely freezing. This was the wrong choice.
And epic performances. Taylor Swift shaking off the cold to kick off 2015. Ushering in 2020.
Baby, I can break it down.
Miley Cyrus's electric and, apropos, Wrecking Ball. And so many more, from proposals
Will you marry me?
To full-on weddings. All eyes will be on the ball and looking ahead to new beginnings. And though it's his 20th year as MC, it's still not old hat for Seacrest.
I feel grateful to have hosted it for so many years. The ball always drops, and when that ball comes down and One Times Square and we say Happy New Year, it's magical, and it is as if it's the first time every time. So 2025 will show up on schedule thanks to the inexorable march of time, but it is good for the show, at least, to test that everything works, and that's what they did yesterday. So this ball is good to go. The lights, everything set, and this is the final. This particular, I don't know if I'm allowed to touch it, but just did. Sorry, it's going into retirement anyway. Tonight, this is only that ball in history. There'll be next year. This whole tradition started in 1906. That ball was wood. You'll get to see all of them in this building, One Times Square. They go on display next year, which is tomorrow, I guess. So we'll leave you on this gorgeous, gorgeous day with maybe the best view. That is Times Square, and tonight it is the center of the universe. You got Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve with the crest. New year, guys.
All right, we are really looking forward to that. Thank you, Will, and we will be watching tonight with Ryan Seacrest. Okay, that is Will heading back to us here in the studio. There's a lot of stairs in between Will and us, but he's making his way.
He's gonna. Oh yeah, look, he just showed us the stairs. I mean, he's making his way. He's fast. He got there fast.
Okay. And we're going to make a little turn here to the highly anticipated return of Squid Game and our behind-the-scenes look at Season 2 with the creator and stars of the Emmy Award-winning series. They spoke with our Juju Chang.
It's back. After an agonizing 3-year wait, Squid Game is returning with a vengeance. A lot has changed since the Korean language thriller became a worldwide phenomenon. Netflix's most popular show of all time, spawning a reality competition and a traveling pop-up experience where fans can come try their luck at games inspired by the show.
Oh. Does it surprise you that there's a reality show and that people want to come and play these games?
스퀴드 게임 세계 안에서랑 다르게 여기서는 최소한 게임에 진다고 죽을 일은 없기 때문에 좀 마음 편히 와서 즐기실 수 있는 것 같아요.
Season 2 picks up with our hero, Gi-yeon, played by Lee Jung-jae, now a multi-million-dollar winner, obsessed with stopping the games.
저런 불의를 보고 계속해서 못 본 척하는 것이 시즌 2에서는 게임을 멈추게 하고 그다음에 그 게임을 만든 사람들을 처벌해야 되겠다라는 어떤 그런 복수심으로 이제 시작이 되는 것 같습니다.
You're the ultimate good guy.
His nemesis, the mysterious frontman, played by action star Lee Byung-hun, who shocked Korean audiences when his face was revealed beneath the mask in Season 1.
You will see his backstories and even you can see his real character. You will know everything about Frontman.
The brutally violent show comes from the mind of director Hwang Dong-hyuk, who famously toiled for more than a decade before Netflix bought his idea.
When we spoke last time, you told me that you lost a half dozen teeth. Did you pay with your body in a similar way in Season 2?
I think I lost like at least a few years of my life expectancy.
Playing an evil character, what is that like as an actor to portray that?
너무나 많은 머릿속에 질문들이 있어서 감독님이 이빨이 빠진 거 이빨이 지금 2개가 불편하다고 하시는데 아마 그 중에 하나 정도는 아마 나 때문이 아닐까 생각이 될 정도로 질문을 많이 해가면서 이번에 이제 연기를 했어요.
The pain may have been worth it. Season 2 already nominated for a Golden Globe Award.
배우분들이랑 그런 얘기도 많이 하고 실제 내가 저런 상황에 놓인다면 어떤 선택을 할까에 대한 이야기도 하고.
This season features chilling new games and a new cast of doomed contestants meant to reflect real-world conflict and current events.
이번에 제가 OX로 양쪽 진행이 나뉘어서 게임이 끝나고 투표를 한 후에 가슴에 붙이고 그것으로 서로를 적대시하고 그것이 실제로 저는 현실에서 많이 이미 일어났던 일이라고 생각하고 앞으로도 일어날 일이라고 생각을 해요.
What's next for you? Please tell me romantic comedy.
Not really. My next one is actually more darker.
What?
More cruel. And more violent.
You can't get more cruel or violent. That's impossible.
It will be the darkest one of my whole work.
기가 막혀요, 진짜. 어떻게...
I mean, that really is one of the wildest shows.
Yeah,
it really
truly.
is. Thank you to Juju for that report. And you can see the new season of Squid Game on Netflix.
Back on the ground floor and in our climate-controlled studio, it is time now for our play of the day, brought to you by one Greg Dutra. Hello.
Listen, the 14-2 Lions just flexing on the 49ers last night. They're pulling out the trick plays. Look at this happening last night on Monday Night Football right here on ABC. Let's listen to Joe Buck.
Goff. Here's a little lateral to Williams, and he's down the sideline and gone for a touchdown.
Again, this is, you're pulling out the trick plays. All right, so what is this? It's a hook and ladder play. The hook is that pass to Amon St. Brown. It pulls all the defenders in towards him, and then wide open, streaking down the sideline is Jameson Williams. Easy touchdown for him. The Lions are, of course, celebrating their huge win in season, and well, I can't miss a chance to pick on Whit Johnson. His 49ers are now 6-10.
Yeah, we love Whit.
I know he talks about
his Niners.
Thank you, Greg. Okay, coming up, much more New Year's Eve ahead. Stay with us.
Good morning, America. It's 8 a.m. The countdown is on. We're just hours away from 2025. The New Year's Eve ball getting a final test drop before its big moment. We are live in the heart of the festivities with the latest on the security preparations, the all-star lineup performing live on New Year's Rockin' Eve, and the forecast for the world's biggest party, getting ready for the big moment.
Honoring Jimmy Carter, the late president's grandson Jason joins us live, telling us what his family will remember about the man they called Papa. When President Carter joined GMA Live for a very special surprise for an incredible little boy.
And I'm glad to see you.
I'm glad to see you. So you can see, baby, I know that's that me espresso.
And get that espresso. We're about to ring in the new year.
So what's your resolution in 2025?
Okay, our family motto, together we thrive in 2025.
Lara has a plan for everyone.
I want to help rescue even more dogs.
Our resolutions for 2025.
Enjoy every day a little bit more.
More meditation, more yoga.
George with a resolution everyone can get behind.
More gratitude, darling.
Yeah. We're taking you to space this morning and into Party Central here in Times Square as we say, Good Morning America.
Live in Times Square, this is GMA.
And we are so glad to say Good Morning America for the final hour of GMA in 2024. It is great to be with you, Rebecca and Gio. So much to look forward to as we count down to the new year.
Yes, and by the way, it is already 2025 in Sydney, Australia. You see it right there, and it won't be long for us.
Yeah,
we'll be seeing all that right outside this window.
Together we thrive in 2025. Love that Robin said that. Tonight is New Year's Rockin' Eve with Ryan Seacrest, and we're all going to be watching starting at 8 p.m. right here on ABC. So many big guests tonight as Ryan counts down to 2025.
But first, a look at the top stories breaking at 8, starting with the forecast as we say bye-bye now to 2024. Greg Dutra from our Chicago station WLS is outside in Times Square. Greg, oh, you're inside now. It's nice to see you.
It's nice to see you too. I ran outside. They said go inside, so I ran back, and that's why I have the running shoes on today and not the dress shoes. All right, let's take a look at that New Year's forecast, and it all starts in Chicago, where rain is coming down. Now, we're going to track this system. It's a coast-to-coast one, and it brings rain into New York City right about dinner time through the New Year's when the ball drops. And look at the north side of it, too. There's a lot of cold air behind it. In New York City, temperatures will be in the upper 40s. Could even see a flash or two of lightning, but at least it is warm and clear across the north, where you could ring in 2025 the Dakotas with the Northern Lights. Let's go over to Gio.
And we appreciate your running shoes, Greg. Thank you. Now to the New Year's Eve security preparations right here in Times Square. Let's go back to Aaron Katursky up by the ball with a bird's eye view of the entire area. Hey, Aaron.
Hey, Gio, good morning. Happy New Year. In just a few hours, the world's attention will be on this giant iridescent ball. 1 million people below in Times Square going to be looking up. The NYPD will be looking at them. It takes thousands of officers, bomb-sniffing dogs, drones, miles of metal fences to secure Times Square on New Year's Eve. In less than 2 weeks after the vehicle ramming at a German Christmas market, the police have again this year positioned sand-filled dump trucks at intersections. There's a contingent of officers dedicated to pickpockets, another monitoring activity at the local hotels. The NYPD says this celebration could be exploited by people and groups with various political or ideological grievances. But, Will, glad to report there are no specific threats. Will?
That is good news, Aaron. Lots of people keeping watch, keeping everyone safe. Thank you to you up there at the top of Times Square. But we're going to come back now to tonight's college football playoff quarterfinals, the Fiesta Bowl. A little New Year's Eve treat featuring two excellent teams. Number 3, Boise State. 6th ranked Penn State. Shout out Lara Spencer. Shout out Ike Ajachi, who is here with a preview. Good to see you again, Ike.
Hey, good morning, Will. It's the duel in the desert, the Fiesta Bowl, taking place in Glendale, Arizona, featuring number 3 Boise State against 6th seed Penn State. Now, the Fiesta Bowl this year represents the first ever college football playoff quarterfinal with both teams undefeated in the bowl game. Now, the Nittany Lions advanced to the game with a 38-10 dismantling of SMU on Saturday at Beaver Stadium. Penn State returned 2 interceptions for touchdowns in the first half alone, breaking the game open with a 21-point second quarter. Now, Boise State receiving a bye to the Fiesta Bowl after winning the Mountain West Conference title. Now, the Broncos seeded 3rd in the college football playoff, featuring the nation's most prolific running back and Heisman Trophy runner-up, Ashton Jeanty, who was 3 yards shy of 2,500 rushing yards for the season. Now, Jeanty needs just 132 yards to break Barry Sanders' 1988 rushing record all the way back then. It's a fantastic feat. And the Fiesta Bowl actually kicks off tonight at 7:30 p.m., but that's not all. The 3 other quarterfinal games will take place on New Year's Day on ESPN. Texas will meet Arizona State in the Peach Bowl. Oregon and Ohio State will play a rematch in the Rose Bowl, and Georgia will play Notre Dame in the Sugar Bowl. Guys?
A great way to ring it in with some football. Okay, Ike, thank you. This morning, we are also remembering a former colleague, Aaron Brown, the first anchor of World News Now, who also anchored the weekend edition of World News Tonight and reported for all of our ABC News shows. He's passed away. He later earned an Edward R. Murrow Award for his CNN coverage of the 9/11 attacks. He's remembered as a smart, uncompromising journalist and an exceptional writer. Aaron Brown was 76 years old. And
he really was incredible.
Grew up in Minnesota. I always looked up to him as a kid. He will be remembered. Coming up in our GMA morning menu, Jason Carter, the grandson of the late president, joins us live.
And our wishes for the new year, yes, our resolutions for 2025. We're going to share them to get inspired and hold ourselves accountable and keep them, and see if you have some of the same hopes too.
Also ahead here, how to talk money with your partner, what the biggest red flag is, and how you can set yourselves up for financial success in 2025. And look who's here, style expert Erica Wark, right here to show you how to shop your closet for a fabulous last-minute New Year's Eve look. That's coming up right here on GMA. Looking great, Erica. Stick around.
Welcome back to GMA on this New Year's Eve. Thanks for starting your last day of 2024 with us. We are about to talk to Jason Carter, the grandson of the late president. But first, take a look at this moment from the GMA vault when President Carter joined GMA Live for a very special surprise for an incredible little boy, Maddie Stepanek, an 11-year-old with muscular dystrophy. Take a look.
And you've talked to Jimmy Carter on the phone, have you? He took your phone calls?
Yes.
To talk about your poetry? And you said someday you'd like to meet him?
Yes, I do.
How about today?
Any day.
And if you look on over there, I think you'll find that he's here and he'd like to meet you.
Hello.
Hello.
One of the great ambitions of my life is to meet Maddie, and I'm glad to see you.
I'm glad to see you.
And I'm so proud of your poetry book. Mine, I wrote a poetry book a few years ago. It never got on the New York Times bestseller list.
What a beautiful moment. So special. And we're now joined by Jimmy Carter's grandson, Jason Carter. It is so nice to see you, Jason. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Well, we're glad to have you. We are sorry for your loss, but we also want to remember the man, Jimmy Carter. You were a toddler when he was president. What are your memories of growing up with a grandfather who happened to be one of the most powerful men in the world?
Well, you know, as you saw from that clip, I mean, he's also a pretty great, just regular guy. And one of the best things we've all been talking about lately, for 40 years, we had a Carter family trip that they essentially hosted over New Year's. And so this is one of those days, New Year's Eve, that we spent together for my whole life. So a huge number of my memories with him are, you know, sipping champagne on New Year's and hanging out on this just exactly like today. So
you all enjoyed a glass of champagne on New Year's Eve. Do you have any favorite memories?
You know, of course. I mean, you know, he was my grandfather, and so I have a lot of memories of, like others do, of him taking me fishing or, you know, sitting around talking about what I should do in my life. I mean, you know, when I graduated from college, he and I sat down, and I said, what would you do if you were me? And he said, I would go to Africa and join the Peace Corps. And so I did that, you know, I mean, and so he's an interesting guy, but he really was a grandfather to me first.
I'm also curious because you ended up in politics as well, and I'm sure that came up in your conversations with him. What did he think about all of that, and how did he guide you?
You know, I think, you know, he's one of those people who demonstrates that you can be in politics and not change who you are, that you can be an honest person, a person who lives out his faith and love in the real world and still be in politics. And I think that was my hope. You know, our politics is messy. And he was always one of those rare people who was able to reach the highest levels of it without compromising who he was. And we talked about that aspect of it a lot. His actual campaign advice was not super helpful, but otherwise, his advice about how to be a good person was always great.
Wait, what was his campaign advice that didn't pan out?
No, I just mean, you know, he ran for office in a time where he shook 600,000 hands in order to run for governor. Right? I mean, it was real talking to people, and these days it's so much about raising money and you know, trying to get on TV, et cetera, that it's just a different world, and in many ways a worse one. But you know, he was a remarkable person who did change with the times, and you know, never that picture of him and my grandmother really, I think, sums up who they are. I mean, that love story is one of the great American love stories.
A truly beautiful relationship. Speaking of money, he was famously frugal. And I understand there is a very funny story about replacing appliances, or he really didn't want you to do such a thing.
Oh, no, I mean, they even to this day, the microwave in the kitchen in their house ticks when you turn it up to 2 minutes, you know, tick, tick, tick. I mean, you know, their phone has a cord today. Because why would you get a new phone if this one works perfectly fine? I mean, they grew up in that Depression era. You know, he spent 8 years in politics, and the other 92 years he spent at home in Plains, Georgia. Obviously working around the world, doing things for the Carter Center and otherwise. But really, he was a small town guy who lived out that faith that is reflected in that picture and the love that's reflected in that picture.
Well, and I think a lot of people can relate to that idea of small town principles, Depression era grandparents, for example. How are you now furthering your grandfather's vision at the Carter Center?
Sure. Well, I mean, you know, he built this remarkable organization over 40 years of, it's really been his life's work. And there's 3,000 employees that work all over the world. He won in part the Nobel Peace Prize for his work at the Carter Center, working on peace, democracy, human rights, and health. And the Carter Center is continuing to do that work today. And of those 3,000 employees, only a couple hundred are in the U.S., and the rest are in Ethiopia or Sudan or Mali or Chad or Bangladesh, the places where the center can do the most good for the most people. And it's been remarkable for me to be able to be the chair of that board for the last several years and to do that work with him.
Well, we wish you and your family well. We know you'll be delivering a eulogy at the funeral, and we just really appreciate you sharing those lovely memories with us this morning.
Thank you very much. And this day is a day of reflection for all of us looking back, and we're also, looking towards the future of us all continuing that legacy. So thank you very much for having me.
Thank you, Jason, and Happy New Year to you and your family.
You too.
Ready for some pop, Will?
Sure am. It is the final pop news of 2024. So without further ado or delay, we have just hours to go until we ring in the new year. So we figured we'd share a few of our New Year's resolutions with all of you. Check it out.
So what's your resolution in 2025?
Okay, our family motto, together we thrive in 2025.
My resolution is to become conversational in Spanish.
Me encanta. Me encanta. I'm going to help her. We're going to start talking Spanish.
Love that.
I am going to cook at home more, prioritize sleep, and I want to help rescue even more dogs. Not all for me, for you.
For me, I started learning the piano. You know that. I want to master the piano. That's my resolution.
I want to shred Lose Yourself by Eminem on the electric guitar.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would love for the new year to do more yoga. More meditation, more yoga.
More gratitude. I like that.
I'm actually looking for ways to avoid arguments with my daughters. I love my daughters dearly, but looking for solutions for a better relationship in 2025.
Enjoy every day a little bit more.
Yes, I'm here for that.
Cheers to the New Year's, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers. All right, Gio von Beethoven already shared his resolution. So, Rebecca, what's yours?
I'm going to be more patient with the family, and I'm going to take more vacations. You heard that right. In the control room. How about you, Will?
Lara inspired me. Prioritize sleep. I also want to write creatively every day. And I want to stop procrastinating, but I will get to that tomorrow. Because yesterday, Ryan Seacrest stopped by to tell us what to expect from tonight's inimitable Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve lineup. And he shared some of his favorite moments of the past 19 New Year's Eves he's hosted. Here's the top 5. Starting with number 5, Ryan's maiden voyage, co-hosting the show back in 2006 alongside Dick Clark. Ryan called it terrifying because he was just so nervous to be with the legendary Dick Clark. Number 4, the Jonas Brothers, the first time that they performed in Times Square back in 2008 with Miley Cyrus. They're now celebrating their band's 20th anniversary with a new performance tonight. That'll be great.
Yeah.
And numbers 3 and 2, the weather. Ryan says rain, snow, and cold make any experience out in Times Square more interesting, including back in 2009 when he got absolutely soaked with Christina Aguilera, who we were just singing in the break, Gio. And in 2014, Taylor Swift. She came straight from her performance without a jacket.
Wow.
And Ryan gave her his to wear like the gentleman.
He's a man of many coats.
He really does have a lot of jackets.
Here.
Yes, and that brings me to number 1 of Ryan's favorite things about New Year's and his favorite memories, his ability to store his winter and raincoats here in our studio. He's got some top secret.
Did we find the closet?
No. I looked for it. He calls it the cage. I don't know what that is, and I couldn't find anything.
It's a 2025 resolution.
Yes,
find the cage.
Yes,
we're going to find it.
And Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve with Ryan Seacrest airs tonight starting at 8 Eastern on ABC. That's what we will be watching. And guys, this being 2024, most if not all of New Year's trends originate on TikTok. Like this one involving people worldwide eating 12 grapes underneath a kitchen table on New Year's Eve. Why?
Yeah, why?
Well, that tradition began in Spain in the 1800s, and each
I did this as a kid.
Yes. Okay. Well, you can tell us.
It
represents a month of the new year, and consuming the grapes supposedly brings good fortune and prosperity. That has millions of views on TikToks. We have grapes here.
Did you count these out and make sure there are 12?
You have 12. Gio and I started eating it.
So we had 10.
While you were doing an important interview, we were doing a taste test. Good luck and prosperity.
I want to make sure it works.
And the modern interpretation of the 19th century Danish tradition of plate smashing is also big on TikTok. The OG practice was done at the doorsteps of friends and family to bring them good luck. Now people write things down they want to let go of in the new year, and they smash those plates with friends. Or you can open your door at midnight to let the old year out and bring the new year in, like the Irish do. However you choose to celebrate, we hope that everything pops for you in 2020.
Oh, that's a nice way to end that. That was a good final pop news of 2024. Keep popping those grapes. I'm going to take a walk. All right. Because right now, if one of your New Year's resolutions is getting your finances in better shape, New York Times bestselling author and finance guru Ramit Sethi is here to help. He has written a new book. It's called Money for Couples, and he joins us now with some good advice as we head into the new year. Ramit, welcome to GMA.
Great to see you. How you doing?
Absolutely great. You know, this is something that a lot of people talk about. How do you even have that conversation with your partner in the first place?
Well, I think if you really look at how couples talk about money, most couples don't have a positive conversation about money. It's, why'd you spend that? I can't believe you did that. And one person wants to talk about money, the other wants to avoid, and you end up getting in this cycle. So the real solution in 2025 is to totally change the cycle. And you can have your first positive conversation about money. It's just 4 parts. You start off, the first person goes and says, look, I want to talk about money because I want us to feel connected. I want us to do this together. Here's how I feel today. I feel alone. Maybe I feel overwhelmed. How about you? Then here's how I want to feel. I want to feel confident. I want to feel like a team. And then the last part, when are we going to talk next? That's it. No numbers, no complexity, just keep it simple and positive.
That's so important, and especially because you say that there's one person who usually likes to handle the money, and then some person who doesn't.
That's a big no-no. In so many couples, there's a money person, and this is a huge mistake because money is not like a couple where one person empties the dishwasher and the other mows the lawn. Money is much more like parenting, where both partners have to be involved. So you've got to make sure that you are both talking about money regularly and both of you are involved.
But is it easier said than done when you're talking about debt in particular? Because that's such a stressor for so many people.
Yeah, debt sucks the energy out of the room. And it's hard to imagine living a rich life when you're talking about credit card debt or student loans or mortgage debt. But the good news is you can live a rich life even if you have debt. My philosophy is live a rich life today and a richer life tomorrow. And all you need to do is make a plan. See, when I talk to couples, 90% of them do not even know how much debt they owe.
Wow.
So the solution is simple. Go online, debt payoff calculator, plug in your numbers, and now you have a light at the end of the tunnel. You know when you will be debt free.
What are some habits that you can put into practice right now as we start this new year that can help you?
This is why I like making a plan beyond resolutions. I want couples talking about money every month. You have an agenda. I know that might seem weird like a business, but you are running the business of a household. You talk about money every month and you do it together.
You do it together. Ramit, thank you so much.
Thanks so much.
We so appreciate you. So that book is called Money for Couples, and it is available right now. Coming up, Finding Love in 2025. Stick around. You're watching GMA on this New Year's Eve.
Welcome back to GMA, live from Times Square.
Welcome back to GMA. The stage is set for later tonight, but we want to talk about earlier in the broadcast today. A little something Will confided in us. He said this wasn't his first time visiting the big ball. It actually happened in 2002.
Yeah.
And thanks to the amazing behind-the-scenes team here at GMA, they pulled up the video well.
It is
Set the scene.
It's incredible how fast you all found this. I mentioned off camera, like, oh yeah, I came here with my parents in 2002. I was 10 years old, and I usually was never allowed to stay up till midnight.
Oh yeah.
So I was so cranky. I was in so much trouble. My mom was who was normally never mad at me, was like, you better shape up, mister, because we were in the middle of Times Square. But do we have like a...
Well, let's take a look right now. We've got it right here.
Okay, that's not my parents. There we go. There's my dad right there, and there was me.
You're in the hat.
I was in the hat. It said 2002. Yeah, not my parents. There's my parents.
There he is.
Did you choose that hat and the glasses?
Yes,
was that part of
that
your
was
fun?
back in the day. Until 2010, in the 2000s, you could do the glasses that had the years.
Yes,
like
yes.
It was 2002, perfectly symmetrical. Or it was into 2003, I guess. But what a great memory. I every time I come here to work, I do think about that. I'm like,
that's really
fun. And you got to go to the top.
And I got to go up and see the ball today. So full circle and good way to start 2025.
Are you staying till midnight tonight?
I will be staying up until midnight, if only because we're hosting People. So I can't really. I got to watch all of Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve with Ryan Seacrest.
If you could do it at 10, you can do it tonight.
Right. And then I'll be, I guess, staying up till at least 12:01. So,
cool.
Anyway,
and now we're talking love.
Yeah. Now we got to go to the search for love in the new year. Dating apps say that the first few days of January are the busiest of the entire year. I guess that's like a resolution thing. And joining us now is matchmaker and relationship expert who will tell us all about it, Anna Morgenstern. She's got her tips for finding love in the new year. Welcome to you. Thank you for being here with us. And the first step someone can take to set themselves up for a relationship success in the new year is what?
Thank you so much for having me, by the way. What a way to end the year.
Well, that kiss at the top was for you.
I know. I felt the love coming into the segment. But one thing that I love to do, I tell all my clients to do this, is to write the list of characteristics of what we're looking for in a partner and to make sure that you match those as well, because that's an important part because they have to be wanting to find you too. But to take it a step further, I think it's great to take stock of the previous year and see who were you in 2024 and who do you want to become in 2025. And I like to break it up between mind, body, and spirit. And so some goals that you could have for the new year is maybe taking a class where you're learning something new, a new skill, and in person you can meet new people, joining like a run club or pickleball. Obviously, if you're not athletic, I'm not either, that's totally okay. There's backgammon, Uno, a trivia night, whatever you're interested in, you can find in-person groups to meet people. And then for the soul, I think it's really important for self-esteem, for confidence, to really do something that makes you feel good about yourself, that gives back to the community, so with volunteer work, or joining a religious organization, anything that makes you feel really good. You can meet people that way too. And now you have a really powerful list of like your values to bring to dates and to talk about.
I love that idea of also just feeling good inside, because I think New Year's, it can bring up a lot of reflection, and the reflection isn't always positive. You might look back on your previous experiences in love and feel negative. How do you overcome that in the year ahead?
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's really easy to think about the negative stuff, but anytime you're feeling a bit down, think about the positive. I'm sure you've done plenty of things the last year, and there's so many things you can do. That's why I like the idea of making goals for yourself that are realistic. Just a couple of things that you can do every week that make you feel really good and that give back to others, or even checking in on your parents or family members, anything like that.
That's so good. Let's talk about first dates here. And we have Lee Michael, who has a question for you. Take a look.
All right. Tons of men out there are struggling to show up on first dates. They're not confident, they're not able to communicate effectively, and they're feeling nervous. So what tips or advice do you have to help men show up comfortably, confident, and nail that first date?
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's just a first date. It's not married at first sight. And I think that people need to not be so hard on themselves, to put too much pressure on first dates. And a little trick that I think is really helpful is having a little security blanket with you. So maybe a physical object, and you don't have to use it on the date, but just knowing that it's there. It could be something as simple as having a screensaver on your phone of a picture that tells a really good story that you want to share on the date. Or it could be something like bringing a deck of cards if you love playing games, and that way if there's a lull in conversation, you can be like, let's play a game of rummy, or anything that could be fun. And just knowing that you have that there, I think can calm your nerves.
Or if you know magic, that would be cool.
Yeah. I love magic.
I can juggle.
So let's say this first date goes well. How do you go about getting a second date?
Yeah, I mean, to make a first date go well, you really need to spark some kind of connection, build a chemistry, and how you do that is by sharing stories. And I think boring interview questions are so out for 2024. I cannot stand it. You don't have to ask people where did you grow up? Ask them a favorite childhood memory of something they want to replicate in their families in the future. Anything that makes them who they are. Ask the whys, the hows, and when they share a story and you share a story, that's how you build that intimacy. That's how you build connection. And then you're probably going to get a second date because they're going to feel really good leaving you.
That's right. Listening, just really listening.
Yeah.
Ask questions.
Absolutely.
Seems to be just the way to go.
Do you talk about a second date on the first date? Is that something you should do?
You know what? I actually like that. I like the idea of building, an idea that you're
lock it in.
Yeah, and how do you spend your time? If there's things that you always wanted to do, especially with a date, you mention those things, and if they're reacting well on the date, then lock in the date for the next one. Do not wait. If you're feeling like they're excited, then why not?
All right. Well, matchmaker, relationship expert, friend of the show, Anna Morgenstern, thank you for being here. We wish you a happy new year, and we wish a happy new year to all of you looking for love. Take Anna's advice. You're going to find it sooner than you think. And we are looking for lovebirds, by the way, across the country who are headed for their happily ever after. If you scan the QR code on your screen, tell us why you want to propose to your significant other. You may be included in a giant proposal right here on GMA on Valentine's Day.
That's a good QR code to scan right now.
Now, with a winter safety warning about chimneys, according to the Consumer Product Safety Commission's most recent statistics, there are more than 16,000 home fires related to fireplaces and chimneys, resulting in 20 deaths every year. Gio Benitez has some ways to keep your family safe. This is an important one, Gio.
It really is important because we don't think about this when we think about our chimneys, but it's not just fire that we're talking about, because this morning we're going to show you that there's a hidden danger inside too. Take a look.
Watch as firefighters battle flames spewing from the top of this chimney in Arkansas.
Caller advised he's got a chimney fire.
That one was contained, but just look at what a chimney fire did to this home in Kansas. The flames spreading.
I'm Gio with Good Morning America.
So to make sure homeowners are safe, we went door to door in Teaneck, New Jersey in 2019, inspecting chimneys from above, below, and within. With us, Master Chimney Sweep Michael Segerstrom. Inside Ruben Perez's chimney, he discovers something called creosote glaze, a tar-like byproduct of burning wood, more dangerous than common soot.
The glaze is combustible. If a spark were to go up the chimney flue, it can actually ignite that creosote glaze, and that would result in a chimney flue fire.
Removing that stuff requires more than a standard sweep, so we leave the homeowner with instructions to follow up.
Okay. Yeah, of course.
And remember, even if you don't have a fireplace, you might still have a chimney. Chimneys in some homes connected not to fireplaces, but heating equipment like a furnace, boiler, or hot water heater. One big concern here, debris falling into it and clogging the vent, pumping deadly carbon monoxide back into the home. We check out the vent coming from Tracy Brown's furnace, and we're shocked by what we found.
Well, there's a bird. Anybody want to look?
Is there really?
Yeah.
Oh, there sure is. You've got a bird in there. We dig deeper and pull out leaves by the shovelful. Not enough to cause a blockage, but could build up if not removed. Up on the roof, his lead technician, Christopher, shows us how all that debris got in. There's no chimney cap, leaving it wide open to the elements. So we install one right on the spot, a simple fix to a potentially serious problem.
And experts say you should be getting these chimneys inspected at least once a year and make sure that inspector is actually certified.
That's really important information. How do you realize, Gio, if there might be something wrong?
You know, this was really tricky, but you got to look outside, because one thing you can do is actually look outside. You want to see if there's any cracks in that chimney. You also want to look for any white or black stains, loose bricks, or if there's any soot going into the house. Those are things to look for. But one thing you always need, a carbon monoxide detector, and you want one on every single floor.
Such an important thing for everyone, not just people with chimneys.
That's right. That's right.
Thanks, Gio.
As we've been saying, the final countdown to 2025, and this morning our lifestyle contributor Lori B is right here to kick off our GMA Start Strong in 2025 series. Good morning, Lori.
Good morning, Gio. And that's right, it is New Year's Eve, and outside in Times Square, everyone is getting ready for the big celebration tonight, with all the preparations happening right here in New York City ahead of New Year's Rockin' Eve. This segment is sponsored by Planet Fitness, and as we say goodbye to 2024, this morning is all about taking care of our bodies and building strength.
Okay, so you've got an upper body move that you want to show us here.
Yes, it's amazing that we're doing
not quite
this
dressed
together.
for the...
Okay, you can take your jacket off. You, Gio. So if you only have time for one move in the morning, and we know you have time for that one move, our friends at Planet Fitness told us about the dumbbell curl and press. So you're going to start, Gio, legs spread apart here, bend your knees just slightly, engage your core, okay? You'll want to have your palms facing up as you reach the top of the curl. Then rotate so your palms are facing out at the top of the press. You don't want to lock your elbows, and you can just keep doing this. Maybe like do reps of 8, our friends at Planet Fitness said, and this will work your biceps and your shoulders.
So how do you get people to be motivated, right? Because that's so important.
I know, motivation is a big factor. You can keep going if you want, but if you want to start the year strong, try Planet Fitness. You can get some of the best equipment, you get moving with some cardio, and the best part is, and I know you're going to love this, many of the locations are 24 hours. So you can find time to work out. I know, right? It's good for our schedules. You can find time to work out no matter what your schedule is. And starting today, Gio, you can join Planet Fitness for just $1 down, then $15 a month. Cancel anytime. and you can get a jump on making 2025 your strongest year yet. And I know you will.
Listen, just $1, that's good.
Yeah,
I'm glad you gave me the heavier weights, by the way. Appreciate that. Hey, make sure to tune in to Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, right here on ABC. That ball dropping, you know it, you know the time, midnight. And coming up here, we are putting together a last-minute look for New Year's Eve full of glam and glitz. Stick around, you're watching GMA.
Okay, we're back now, and if you're looking to elevate your look for tonight's festivities, we are here to help. Style expert Erica Work has tips to put together last-minute looks for New Year's Eve. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
You brought it today. You look absolutely
stunning. I had to show up basically as the ball, right?
Yeah, exactly. Be the ball. That's what I say. Well, there's a lot of really great things that you brought with us this morning, and we're starting over here with this look.
Yes. Okay, so it's last minute. You've had plans changed, or maybe you finally decided to go out, and you're like, what am I going to wear?
Yes.
You want to take some of your wardrobe staples that you absolutely love, and then you're going to just add a little bit of festive sparkle to it. And so that's exactly what I did here. We've got a classic Oxford button-down. This one's from Dynamite, paired with an indigo style of wide-leg trouser denim from H&M. Now, what I did to bling this up and make this feel a little bit more festive is we actually added this really great bustier over top of the Oxford. And this one's really great because it's got that little bit of bling just along the bust line, so it's not too in your face. And this is great too because then you can wear it for New Year's Eve and beyond. Now, this is also a great option because bustiers are trending in a big way, but if you don't want to expose too much skin, this is the way to wear it.
This is the comfortable way
to
wear a bustier.
And if you want to amp this up a little bit, you could also swap the Oxford shirt for a sheer bodysuit underneath or even a classic black turtleneck. Then you just add a little bit more bling through your accessories, which is exactly what I did here with these cute little earrings from Aldo for just $15, or
those are
a really
so
great,
cute.
aren't those great?
Yeah.
Or a classic slingback silver pump. These are H&M for just $34.99.
Super cute. And I like also, it's interesting that you paired it with the wider leg jeans. It's not the skinny leg jean right now.
Exactly. And especially done in a darker wash, that instantly makes it feel more elevated and more dressed up.
Okay, what do we have here?
Okay, we all have a classic little black dress at home. This is the easiest way to build an outfit, especially for New Year's Eve, because it acts like a blank canvas, so sky is the limit. So here what I did is I actually started off with these really fun fishnet tights that have crystal embellishment on them. These are only $7 from Amazon, so really great price point. You'll notice here though that the crystal embellishment actually stops around the ankle. So what you want to do is you actually want to go to a sock boot.
Okay.
And I love this one from Aldo because it's also done in a satin effect, so instantly makes it feel more elevated, more dressed up. From there, you want to add bling in other fun areas with the little black dress to tie it all together. So it's exactly what I did here with this rhinestone belt for under $20 from Amazon. And then I also added some really fun and festive statement earrings. You can go really bold or you can go a little bit more subtle depending what you feel like. And then you can even find sparkle through your accessories like bags.
Just put more sparkles in the mix and
the
you will feel on right.
If it wasn't obvious with my outfit, I don't know what it is.
It's perfect. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of people outside, right outside here in Times Square. And it's not the coldest of the cold New Year's Eves, but it's going to be chilly in a lot of places. You can really bring the party to your outdoor look as well.
You absolutely can, and if you don't mind, I'm going to pop this on you. You're going to be my model.
Okay.
So what I always recommend is you want to go bold, and with that, you want to go bold with color.
Ooh, I
love this wool coat.
Thank you.
Wool cashmere coat from Banana Republic for so many reasons. The color is gorgeous. This crimson red. I also love that it has a built-in scarf.
Nice.
That is
that's
removable.
like really in right now too, the built-in scarf.
And it's removable just through a button in the back, so you can have it for that extra layer or not, whatever. You look gorgeous in this color, by the way. Oh
Don't
my gosh.
mind if I do.
She's serving realness here. Okay, and then you can also add some really fun accessories that also help elevate, like a faux fur ear muff. These are under $10 from Amazon.
This feels it feels a little Star Wars, and I'm loving it.
It's giving Princess Leia. The other really fun thing too is you could go monochromatic or neutral with your accessories, or you could go bold even with your accessories.
Yes.
You could color block.
So you can do this. You don't have to be totally matching it.
You don't have to be matchy-matchy.
Okay.
You can do some really fun color blocking techniques like using a hot pink with a red, and you will really stand out. Listen, if you're in the crowd tonight, I'm finding you in this fit.
Hello, everybody. Happy New Year. Thank you so much. Happy New Year to you.
Oh my
You
gosh.
always bring it.
You're
and
so
you can
sweet.
shop for all of these looks on goodmorningamerica.com. And you don't have to wear this one just like this, but you can wear it kind of like this. We love spending this last day of 2024 with you. But before we go, we want to send our best wishes to graphic artist Steve Korn. He is starting 2025 by beginning a new chapter, retiring from ABC News after 37 years. He's earned 3 Emmys along the way. Thank you, Steve, for making us look so great.
Yes, and I hope he made that graphic.
Yeah.
And you're invited to the best party in the world, Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve with Ryan Seacrest starting at 8 Eastern tonight, right here on ABC.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year!